Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now Ethereum is still currently forming this head and shoulders pattern, while Bitcoin is currently experiencing a rejection from this key level of resistance, which I'll talk about in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a quick update here on the daily Bitcoin chart. And right now, as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is still currently trading above the 78.6% Fibonacci level, which is also where this previous high is sitting at, coming into play at approximately 22.7k. And so technically speaking, 22.7k should now be acting as new short-term support for the price of Bitcoin, based on the fact that the price is trading above that level of resistance. But at least for now, in terms of the breakout above this resistance, we're still basically in this retest phase where we're hanging around that resistance. We haven't necessarily fully confirmed a successful breakout because obviously the price action is still struggling around this area of resistance. And so what we need to see is a stronger bounce from this area and a significant candle close above all of these candle closes here on the daily time frame in order to further confirm this breakout. And if that happens, if we simply continue this bullish trend here on the daily time frame, then it's likely the Bitcoin price could head up towards around 25,000, which is this next area of resistance based on this previous high. But like I've been saying almost every day over the last 1 week or so, the RSI on the daily time frame is due to continue to form lower highs, while the price action potentially continues to form a few more higher highs, which is obviously a bearish divergence forming on the daily time frame. But even though this bearish divergence is forming right now on the daily time frame, first of all, it has already been forming for around 1.5 weeks or so. But just keep in mind, bearish divergences here on the daily time frame can form over multiple weeks, sometimes even up to around 1 month, like what we saw during around August 2021. Because clearly in this example, first of all, we saw a lot of choppy sideways price action around June, July, and then towards the end of July, we saw a massive pump in the price of Bitcoin with almost no pullback. And obviously that was very similar to the recent move that we saw just 1 to 2 weeks ago. But then what formed over the next few weeks was obviously a large bearish divergence here on the daily time frame during around the middle of 2021, more specifically around August 2021 once again. But from when this bearish divergence began forming, it actually formed over around 1 entire month before eventually it started to take effect on the price of Bitcoin into a 1-month correction, because it started forming right at the beginning of August 2021 and we continued in this bullish trend all the way up towards the beginning of September 2021, which is where this bearish divergence finally started to play out in the price of Bitcoin in that September correction. So we're most likely going to experience something similar in the price of Bitcoin, where we could end up seeing this bullish trend continue a little longer. But like I've been saying, this bearish divergence on the daily time frame will likely continue to form perhaps over the next 1 to 2 weeks. And then eventually within around 1 to 2 weeks from now, we will likely see a bit more of a correction here in the price of Bitcoin. Whether that means from now or a little bit higher, we would have to see with more information between now and then. But basically a further correction, or at least a larger pause from the bullish trend, is likely going to happen within around 1 to 2 weeks from now. And simply based on where the current swing low and swing high is for this uptrend on the daily time frame, taking a look at the Fibonacci levels of support, if we do see a further retracement from where we are right now, then the support levels on the daily time frame to watch out for are starting at around 21.5k. Below that level, then I'll be watching around 20.1k, around 19.2k, and around 18.1k, all acting as significant levels of support on the daily time frame. And now if you zoom into the 8-hour Bitcoin chart, once again, we still have this shorter term bearish divergence already active and already playing out here for the price of Bitcoin. And as always, a bearish divergence means reduced bullish momentum and usually plays out in the form of either choppy sideways price action or a bit more of a pullback. pullback. And clearly, since this bearish divergence confirmed roughly a week ago, we've seen a lot of choppy sideways price action for the price of Bitcoin. And while this has been playing out here in the shorter term, this has also been carving out a potential bull flag pattern. But the technical price target at around 25,000 for this bull flag pattern only comes into play if we see a confirmed breakout above this important short-term resistance level, which is sitting at around 23.2k approximately. So once again, we need to see a strong confirmed breakout above that level of resistance right there in order to confirm that next price target at around 25,000. And as for some short-term support levels, we have the bull flag support sitting at around 22.4k approximately. But if the price of Bitcoin confirms a break back below around 22.4k, then it's likely we could see a $1,000 drop in the price of Bitcoin down towards around 21.3 to 21.4k, which is where this area of support is beginning. And the majority of this support range right here is coming into play at around 21,000. And in terms of the trend right now, here in the imminent short term on the 4-hour chart, technically speaking, the trend is simply a neutral trend. We are not bullish or bearish while we're chopping around sideways here. And obviously a confirmed break below that level of support would potentially confirm a short-term downtrend, while a confirmed break above that resistance would potentially confirm a short-term uptrend. But at least for now, in the imminent short term, we are looking very neutral. But here on the daily time frame, once again, we are still technically looking more bullish than bearish in terms of the trend on the daily time frame. And something similar can be said for Ethereum here on the daily ETH to US dollar chart, because technically speaking, we are still seeing higher lows and higher highs form in the price of ETH. But obviously over the last 1 week, we've seen a decent rejection from this strong resistance at around 1650 to 1.7k approximately. And clearly, while we're still seeing higher highs in the price action on the daily time frame, we are indeed seeing lower highs in the daily Ethereum RSI, resulting in the formation of a bearish divergence. And as for support levels, if we end up seeing a further rejection from this area of resistance, then looking at the Fibonacci levels of support, first of all, we have support at around 1510. Below that, we have support at around 1410 approximately, around 1340 and around 1270, all acting as major levels of support here on the daily time frame. And zoomed in a little closer here on the 8-hour time frame, obviously we are still seeing an active bearish divergence here play out in the shorter term, which once again is resulting in a reduced bullish momentum, mostly in choppy sideways price action and a slight pullback in the case of ETH. So as I've been saying pretty much every day since this point right up here, don't really expect a lot of bullish momentum in the imminent short term, because we still have this active bearish divergence playing out right now, and this only really gets invalidated once we start to see a confirmed breakout here in the RSI above this descending line of resistance, which has not happened just yet. And now if you zoom into the 4-hour time frame, technically we could still form this head and shoulders pattern right here, because first of all, we already have a confirmed left shoulder, a confirmed head, and we're potentially forming the right shoulder right now. But like I said in my last video, in order for this pattern to complete, we need to see a further drop down towards this neckline, which is sitting at approximately 1510, and then we need to see a confirmed break below around 1510 or around 1.5k in order to actually confirm this bearish head and shoulders pattern and confirm this technical price target, which is sitting at around 1370. And so basically, if within the next 1 to 2 days the price of ETH starts breaking back below around 1.5k, then we could end up seeing a further 9% drop in the price of ETH below 1.5k if, of course, we see that confirmed break below 1.5k first. And as for some short-term support based on the volume profile indicator, we should be expecting a decent amount of support in the short term at around 1540 to 1550 approximately. And now, if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways, then make sure to check out these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how to make money if the price is either bullish or bearish, and the video in the bottom left shows you how to make money if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.